Hello, I'm live. So, welcome back to a new, it's not Friday, it's a Thursday live stream. So far we have 2 weeks in a row, we will try to continue that way. Hello Christian, I see you in the chat. Hello the other person who's watching live. Yeah, so I see. Yeah, just now I see the live stream started for you. So we have a few seconds of delay between what I say and what you hear. So I will try to not go too fast because I noticed last time, yes, I got some suggestion in the comments, but yeah, I was already a few seconds ahead. So yeah, try to not go too fast. So this week's, let me check the sound. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, I check the levels. I think I will maybe make just a little lower. Okay. So I was thinking about what I was going to do today. I had no idea, but today happens to be my birthday, so I decided let's do this. Let's make a birthday extension. And we have a lot of options. So my idea will be to make an extension where the user can register his or her birthday, and with a lot of choices on what other people can see. So the idea, so we'll add some settings so you can input your birthday, and then you can choose who can see it, or what will they see. Will they see maybe only the day but not the year, or maybe you want to show your age. So we will make that a user option. So there will be almost no admin option in this extension, but we will make some user settings so that they can choose how it should look. And hopefully it will not be too complicated. Yeah, so let's see, how many people do we have? Still 2 people live. Okay, and I will make this time I will try to make a break of 5 minutes about in the middle of the stream, so this way you can take a break if you need. So we will do 2 hours, and I mean 1 hour of a little break and another hour we will try it. Let's see how it goes. So I think we will start with some mockups, or maybe not. No. First, I will adjust the webcam because I'm not centered in the shot, and this disturbs me. So let's see how I should do this. Okay, I think it's better now. I'm centered in the shot. Let's list what we will need. So for this, I will try to write big enough. So let's take LibreOffice and let's use a big font so you can read what I put. Okay, maybe. So we want some inputs. The inputs, we will have day, month for the user, and the year will be optional. We don't need everyone to give the year. So we will make something like this. Then we will give the user some option how he wants this to be shown to other people. So let's see. We could make an option whether or not to wish him a happy birthday, but I guess the extension will be pretty useless if we didn't make the day and month public. So I think so there will be a happy birthday notification, and I think it will not be optional. If you put a date, you will get a birthday notification. Then we will show the birthday to other people. That I don't know if I want to make public or not. We will see. First, we will make everything public, and then we will see. So we will make a birthday badge that you can see on the profile and on the forum. Oh, hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but GV Lu, maybe? Hello. So notification, the badge. Next, we will choose how to make this, because we can make it so that people only know it's your birthday on the birthday, or we can let them know of how can we call this? So we could show the days until birthday, and we could show the birthday on profile. And it could be with or without the year. But I guess if you put the year, we could make the year public. I don't know. And the other thing we can show is the age on profile. But we can only do this if the user gave us the year. So I think it's a good start. Oh yeah, Christian, the suggestion. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. How can we let people wish other people a happy birthday? So I guess it's a good idea if we have a button to wish them a happy birthday. But I think we will not do this tonight, because it's about the same thing we did last week. It's like the poke extension. So if you want to improve the extension we make today, you can just take the poke extension and you make it so that there is a button, and instead of poke, you wish a happy birthday. I think it's pretty much the same. So we will not implement that in today's extension. Yeah. One thing we could make is to let the user decide which groups can see the date. But I don't know if we will make this today, because the extension we make today, again, it will probably not be available for install. So I will let you, I will publish the code as open source, and I will let you fork it and maybe make some changes, add the poke function as a happy birthday and things like that. So again, this is a demonstration, so I will try to make some new things we did not do last time. So let's go, I think. And today we have a new thing. Yes, we are on beta 10, finally. I installed it. And we are pretty fresh, because I only have the mailing extension installed so far. Okay, so we have a fresh Flarum beta 10, and we will create the extension. So we'll create the extension here. And again, I will look for the extension generator. I should put I should keep a link somewhere, but it's easy to find. So I just go here, and I will again use the extension generator like this. So let's create a new extension. It will be called, so the folder will just be called birthday. And let's wait for the magic. So yes, this is the folder. So my name / Flarum X birthday. How do we write the description? So birthday setting for user. Namespace. This author. It's me. My email. MIT license. So birthday. Do we want admin, CSS and JavaScript? Yes. Forum, yes. Yeah, admin we might not have needed, but we will remove them. Local, yes. JavaScript, yes. CSS, I don't know, but let's put it. Yes, resource folder, and we are ready to go. Next thing. Let's open this. Flarum beta 10. Yeah, it's annoying because beta 10 goes above beta 7, 8, 9 in PHP Storm. Well, never mind. It's not your problem, it's mine. So let's open the birthday extension. And we are ready to go. Let's open everything, just check. Oh, we have admin and forum, CSS. We will probably not need all of this. Next, so this part has not been updated. In the last extension I made, I think I just updated to beta 9 and didn't do anything else. There is a new convention, so if we go to Flarum and we go to the documentation, yeah, we go to extend, front end, and here we have the new suggestion. No, it's not front end, it's where is the compose? Yeah, it's here. Okay. So the new suggestion from the Flarum team is to make the extension compatible with the current beta and the next beta. So this way, maybe it will not actually be compatible with the next beta, but by putting these requirements, it makes it so that the extension will cease to work if we go 2 new betas and you don't update it, but it gives you time. So if it is indeed compatible with the next beta, people will be able to install right when the new beta is released. Yeah, this was the idea. And by putting this upper limit, it also prevents the extension to be installed when 0.1.0 will be released. Because by putting just this, it means that we can also install the extension on 0.1.0. So it means the extension created now will still be installed when the first stable release comes out. So if we keep this naming for the stable release. So yeah, so best to use a new thing. So this one will be compatible with beta 10 and upwards up until but not include up to but not including beta 12. So it means it's compatible to 0.10, 0.10.1 and 0.11, 0.11.1 for example, but not 0.12. Okay. The other thing we need, like last time, I will copy my editor config just so that we have my preferred formatting, but of course you might want to do something else. And what it says, it means yeah, everything will be 4 lines of indentation and end line. But yeah, this is just so that my editor does the same thing in all of the files. Okay, let's get started. This we don't need. Next steps. So birthday. We install the composer dependencies so that PHP Storm can give us help with them. And we will install the JavaScript. Like I use yarn every time, but yeah, you can use npm as well. And yeah, there's not really a lot of difference now. Previously, npm was very slow, but now they are pretty much the same. I'm just used to yarn and I use it in other projects, non-Flarum projects. So yeah, I continue to use it in my extensions, but if you start a new extension, you can of course use npm. And then instead of having a yarn.log, you will have the npm log file, and you can commit the npm log files instead of the yarn log file. Yeah, but yeah, it works about the same, and performance-wise, it's also similar. So we have everything ready. So we will need a few things. We will need, where do we start? So last time I think we started with a modal. This time we will probably also start with a modal. So how do we let people edit their birthday? So we have a few options. We could put it on the settings and put a new option here that we let people use. So like edit birthday and everyone see it. This could be an option. The other option is to put it under settings. So we could create a new section here with the birthday. And I don't know which one makes the most sense. Because, yeah, the settings is here, but yeah, for the users, almost everything is here. The avatar is here, and if you have the bio extension, you can edit from here or from the profile because it's here. Yeah. One benefit of using a modal is that admins can use the same modal to edit the birthday of a user. If I put it in the settings, then admins cannot don't have the possibility to edit the user settings, and they cannot edit the birthday from here. So if we put it under settings and we want admins to be able to edit it, we need to put it somewhere here. Yeah, so I think we will go for the modal because it's easier. But maybe we will implement the two options. Let's start with the modal and we will see if we have time to maybe move it here. Yeah, it will not be very different for the coding. Yeah, like this. So Christian gave me a suggestion for the icon. So yeah, let's see. So there is a birthday cake icon apparently. So I will just check what it looks like. Let's see. Yes, birthday. Yeah, we will use. Of course, we will use this. So yeah, so quick. Okay, no. Yeah, there's no easy way to just copy the name. I will copy from Christian comment because it's easier. So let's put the icon already here, and we will choose a color. Which color will we use? So I don't know how to open the color picker inside of HP Storm. There should be a way, but I don't know. So I will just use the color picker here to choose. So I think we'll use some kind of orange and maybe white. Let's copy this maybe. Let's put background and foreground will be white. Let's see what it looks like. So, oh, I have too many things open already. So we keep the JavaScript open with the watch command. We don't need this one anymore, and this one will go in Flarum folder, and we will install the extension. So installing. There might be some noise in the background. I hope not too noisy. So, is the extension here? Yes, it is. Birthday. Yeah, it's not very colorful, but I guess it's okay. Maybe you can use some kind of pink. A bit more fun. Let's use this. If we want to see the new icon, we need to update it. So requiring again might work. Sometimes I have to remove it and add it again to update the metadata. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it did it. It removed and added again, so let's see. Okay, let's keep it like that. You can change it in your extension. So yes, Christian, yeah, this is an option. If we see the date on the profile, we could also make it so that you click the date to start editing it. So yeah, this is an option. But now, yeah, we will see with the settings that we discussed. Maybe the date will not be visible on the profile depending on what you choose. So yeah, for now I will use a modal. Because I will put the settings in the modal as well, so it will be easier. Okay, let's start coding. So, forum. Let's create a folder for the components. Let's create a new class for the modal. So, birthday modal. So, okay, so yeah, this is where I will start to have to copy paste something. I'm never sure what we have. So I think we have a view method. No, it's content, I think, in the modal. So let's just do this for now. So I created a new modal. I think this is the correct method, maybe not, we will see. So we have the initializer here from the extension. Here we will register a new button here. To do this, we will copy from last time's extension. So let me remember the name. Which one was it again? We will see this. So yeah, actually, which one was it last time? No, it was not post. Oh yeah, poke, of course. So there was yes, there was a button. So we will just copy from the button. Yeah, let's do it like this. Info items. No, it was not info items. It was moderation. Yeah, but which? So we have moderation control, but we have some user controls as well, I guess. So if we go to core, let's just check this out. So we have user control. So we will extend the user control. Let's copy this, paste. We will use user controls. We copy the import. We will not need. Yeah, we might need them later. So let's keep this. Now, so how does this work? So extend the user controls. For now, we will remove the condition. Add the birthday button. We will use the same icon. Copy from composer file, put it here. Translation will be form.profile. We'll call them settings. Let's call it link. And here we will have to open the modal. Let's do this later. Let's register the translations. Link, and this one will be configure birthday. And here we will call app.modal, I never know if it's plural or not, .show new birthday modal. Let's do it like this and see what happens. Configure birthday, nothing happens. It's probably not the correct, yeah, modal is undefined, so it's probably singular. Configure birthday and I have a modal. Yes, perfect. So let's continue. So the modal is now open. This is probably not, I think we need .content or something, so we will copy another extension. So which one can we use? I made another one, but I can't remember which one it was. There was one with the user settings, but I'm not sure which one it was. So yeah, I need to go to the private browsing, because otherwise you see too many repositories in here. So which other extension did I make? Post date. There was one that edited the user, but I don't remember. Okay, never mind. So it's not very important. So we will check another one that has modals, just so that we make the modal correctly. So content, and we have to return a modal body. So we will do this. So modal body. Yeah, let me just check out something. Yeah, just wait. Okay, that's okay. Let's continue. So we have the modal. I will copy paste a lot of things from here as well. So form groups. Yeah, with a label and with a field. So if I just copy paste this like that, I would have something that looks a bit more like a modal. Okay, so we have a modal with a field. Yeah, okay, let's continue with this. Now, let's build the field. So my first idea was to use a date field, so that we have the browser picker automatically. But we want the year to be optional. So what I will do, I will build one of those usual drop-down menus. So we will put three drop-downs for day, month, and year. And this way you can choose each one, and year there will be an option to unspecify option, so that you can choose to give here the date but not the year. So let's do this. We will use the drop-down component from Flarum. So let's check out the documentation. Yeah, so we'll go to beta 9, but it's still the same. So somewhere there is a drop-down, and there is also a select. Which one do we need? So drop-down will use a custom bootstrap drop-down, and select will style a native select. So the two options look very similar, but select has an advantage in our case, because if you are on mobile, select is still the native select. So that if you click on mobile, you will see the big list, and you can scroll inside of it easily to choose an option. But if you have a drop down and you have 30 options inside of it, it might not play nicely on mobile. So Dropdown, I would say Dropdown is good if you have a few options. Like for example, there is a Dropdown. So this is a Dropdown because it's not a native selector. But where do we have the select? We have some selects here, I think. This is a select, so it looks a bit like the Dropdown, but yeah, but instead you have a native select, and also you see the selected option. But here you can customize what you see in the button, and you can choose what you do inside of this. So we will use a select, so this way it's better on mobile. So let's see what it looks like. And here we see the options to use a select. So let's put a select here. So select dot component. So there is a Flarum component that wraps the native select, and we use it so this way it has the same look as everything else in Flarum. So we import the select from Flarum, and the options for the component are here. So we have options, and this will be a JavaScript object. Yeah, so for now, let's just build it 1, 2, 2. Let's do it like this. And then we'll have a non-change event that will take the value, so something like this. And then we will have a value, this is a current value. So by default, for now, we will put 1. And let's see how this works. So we have a select. Let's go back to the configure birthday, and we have a Dropdown. Okay. So now we will put 2 other ones. And so yeah. Let's just do this like this for now. Just so it looks like something. Oh yeah, we might have to translate the day of the month. So we will see this later. So for now, let's do it in English. Let's see what it looks like. Do it like this. So now we can choose day, month, and year. Yes, and Flarum does its own thing, so it does not keep the order as we do it here. So this might not be ideal for what we try to do, because I want not specified to be to the top, but I might not be able to do it with the Flarum component. So maybe I will make my own components. So we can do the thing ourselves, because we can simply, yeah, there is an event. Yeah, because we need to get the new value. But I can create the select myself, put the same class names, same icon. Yeah, I can basically do the same myself. So maybe we'll do this later so we can be a bit more advanced. And yeah. Okay, now let's remove the field. Let's put a new, let's put the correct label. Where is the modal? Dot settings. Yeah, it will be a bit confusing. Everything might be called birthday. So let's call it label. Add it to the translation. This. Refresh. Configure birthday, and now we have the fields. there is no space, but yeah. We can add a space like this in between. Maybe it will look a bit more pretty. No. So we will definitely need some style because the drop downs, they come in front of the other one. It's not very nice. So we will customize. So the modal body we will add, a burst. We'll add birthday modal, and in forum.less we'll create some styles for this, and the selects we will add some margin margin left 20 pixels, and not first of type. So if there are multiple selects one after another, we will add some margin left. Let's see how it looks. This one. Okay, so it's a bit more pretty. Let's keep it like this for now. I can remove the space, it's not really needed. Okay, let's keep it like this for now. Next, we will need to take we need to save the values so we can send them later. So let's create the constructor. In the constructor, we will create the values. So we'll have this dot day, this dot month and year. Months will be one based. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, it's better if we do it like this. And year we will put the current year for now. Constructors. We need to call super like this. Yeah. So now we have the values here. We will use them here on change equals value dot month equals value. Here we use value. So here we need to have the key will be the number and the label will be the name, and year will be here. And actually we want the year to be unspecified, so we will call the value unspecified, and we'll put this by default, this. And here to use the properties, we need actually to use some arrow function so that we can access this being the same this. So let's copy this and use it everywhere, like this. Okay, so now we have the new modal. And yeah, it should work, but we cannot really be certain because we have no way of knowing the values. I notice we don't have any title, so we will add a title. So title, the content of the title will just be a translation. So it will be called title, and we add it here. So put it title edit birthday. So now we have a title. Okay, so we can choose a title, but it's not yet saved. Next step is to save the birthday. So we will copy again some things from the not the poke extension, from the other extension. Let me switch back. Okay, so here we had a submit button. So I will copy the submit button and add it to my own model. So here we have a button. I have to import the button from Flarum. And again, we will have something to say yeah, maybe if you have not seen my other video, maybe check it where I explain what dirty and loading do. So I will not go into too much details, but dirty lets me know if something was changed, and I will add another setting to say if it's currently doing an API request. So dirty, we will need to put it to true every time something changes. So we do this here, here, and here. The save button will use the same translation prefix. We keep submit, primary, submit, loading, so I think everything okay. Next, we add the submit to the translations. And we can check it out. We should have the new button, configure birthday. We cannot save because nothing was changed. I changed something and now I can save. Yeah, and yeah, I have not put any event when I submit. Next step, so I will copy the submit handler. So I don't have to create my own form because the modal automatically contains a form. So I can use this existing method from Flarum on submit, and when this submit button submits the form of the modal, this will trigger, and we prevent default, so we do not submit the form directly to the server, but we will do it via API request. We set loading, and here we have to do the API call. Let's see what we need to do. So we need to send the birthday. So the birthday will be a new field on the user model. So I can call the user.save, and we will have a birthday. Here we will have something. I will write it later. And basically this is this. Yeah. So now I need to build what we send. And the other thing is that I need to get the user somehow, because so far we don't have the user in the model. So let's build what I want to send. So what I want to send will be a string. I could send separately birthday day, birthday month, and birthday year, but I will send it all at once. So I will send this.day dash this.month, and here if this.year is different from unspecified, we will send this.year and a dash. Otherwise, we just send an empty string. So if there is a year, it will be day, month, year with dashes, and if there is no year, it will just be day dash month. Yeah. So let's now we need to get the user. So to get the user, we need to add a new parameter to the constructor so that when we open the modal, we can say which user we are editing. So if this was a feature only for the current user, you could get the current user from Flarum. You could say app.session.user, I think, and you can get the current user. But we want this to be usable by admins as well. So in this case, we need so that if you open the modal from this user, it has to edit this user. And if you go to, for example, another user, then you have to be able to edit the other user. So here, when we open the modal, we need to pass along which user it is. So there will be a new user parameter, and it will be this.user equals user. And now we need to pass the user when we create the modal, so we do it here. And so what we do is just pass the user, like this. So this was already copied from the other extension, so In the user controls, we have a user parameter that says which user we are building the controls for. So we can simply use this variable. Let's see if it works. So let's check the network tab and let's try to edit the birthday. So 1 February and not specified, save. Let's see what happens. So we have a query that was made to the correct user, so user 1. So this is admin is the user number 1. So this seems to work. And let's see parameters. We have birthday, it's 1-2. So this is working. And if we specify the year and save, yeah, we have day, month, year. So this is working. So far, nothing will be saved because we did not implement it in the backend. But you see we have a 200 status because Flarum implemented it so that this is the request to edit any user parameters. And if you don't specify any parameter that it recognizes, it will just succeed. It skips the one it does not know and applies the other ones. So this is why it succeeds, even though we did not implement it yet, but nothing is saved. Now we will make it so that it's saved. So we will need a new column on the database, migrations, and again we will do some copy pasting. Let's go back to, this is poke, so we will just copy from poke. So migrations, and we will do the same thing. So let's see, here's a name as well. So new file, it will be called the date, a number, but here it can be 0, or we can just remove it. It can be absolutely anything, but it's best if the alphabetical order is also the chronological order. So best to put year, month, day, and maybe a number if you have multiple ones on the same day, so that they run in the correct order, because migration will be applied alphabetically. And this one will be add birthday to users table. Create, and again we will copy from poke. This one will be, so we add to the table users, and we add my column. This one is prefixed again with my name. The full name of the extension is somewhere in the column so that there is no conflict with other extensions. So for example, if I publish this extension and you make your own birthday extension, change this to also be unique to your extension. This way someone can have the two extensions installed at the same time without running into issues. Because if you try to install another extension that adds also the same column with the same name, there will be an error. So it's best to prefix. And just don't use just birthday, because if someone else does it, there will be conflicts as well. So prefix with your name of extension. And it will be a string. And I will put a default value. I don't know if there will be automatically a default, but let's put default to empty string. This way there is no error. And I think it's not nullable. No, we need it to be nullable. So let's just put nullable true. And this way the default value will be null. So let's do it like this. Maybe we will have other settings to put on the table. Let's start with this and we will see later. So we have the new column. I can try to migrate it. Let's see. Oh yeah. So what happened? Alter table. Add varchar null. I think I need the length. Let's see another extension. So I know that passwords does it. So let's see the migration. Yeah, the length is required. So length of the string column will be, so we need, there will be 2 numbers, then there will be a dash, then 2 numbers, dash 4 numbers at most. So, so this is 5 plus 5, 10, I think. Everything fits in 10. Let's just check. So we'll save it in a format like this. And this is 10. Yes, so 10 should be enough. No need to put a bigger one. Let's try to migrate it again. Yes, it was successful. Let me check in PHP my admin. Let's go to the forum. So let's go to users and we can see there is a new column and it's null by default and the length is 10. Okay, so this is probably working fine. Let's put everything on the same window so that it does not get too confusing. Let's close this, let's close this, close this. Yeah, we can continue. So we have the column. Now we need to save the value. So to save this, we need to somehow go into Flarum so that when you save, so that when we post a value to /API/user/ID, we need to look for our own value here, birthday, and we need to save this value in the database. So we will add an extender and a listener for that. I will do some copy pasting again because it's easier. I try to think. I don't remember which extension I did recently when you save something to the user table. I swear I did something very recently, but I cannot think which it was. Maybe it was not public. I don't remember. So we will just go to my post license extension. This one I never made a video about, but it was also a demo extension. Maybe I will talk about it in a tutorial once. But yeah, you can already see it. It's on my GitHub account. So we will have to listen to the saving event of not the post but the user, and we will have to do something similar. So I will just copy this. But this was a listener, so we will make an extender. So let's create a directory for the PHP stuff. Create an extender. This one will be called save user. How is it called? Yeah. Save user attributes. Yeah. Click like this. But now we need an extender. I close everything now. Post. Let's copy this from post date. Oh, but in post date I did the same. Okay, let's copy from post date. Yeah. So let's copy this. So this one will be called save user attributes. Here we use the correct extension name, so birthday. So we listen for saving, but we will listen to user saving. So saving, we have Flarum user saving. So we call it save user. This is the method for the saving. And here, for now, we will skip validation. We will just look, do we have a birthday attribute? If so, we have to check if you can edit the birthday. So we will do this later. Then we will skip the validation that we will do later. Then we will save the user in the column. Equals, and here we will directly put the value of the attribute. So this is not very safe because anything you put here will be put in the column, and if we send something that's longer than 10, there will be an error because the database will not accept it. So let's do it like this. And yeah. So now it should save the value. So let's try. No, it will not save because we need to register the extender. So this is the extender. I need to go to extend, and here I can do a new my extender like this. Now it should do something. Let's go back to Flarum. Yeah, I did not have to refresh, but I refreshed anyway. So let's put 2 January send. Here we sent something, we still have 200, so there is no easy way to know if it worked or not. But we can go to the database and see if something changed. And yes, the new birthday was saved in the database. So, like this. Next step, we want to enforce the format. So we want the day to be the day and month. We want a 0 in front so that it's correct, and we will validate with a regex. So oh no, I will not cancel everything. I will copy again. I need a validator, and yeah, so we need to create a validator for our field. So let's create a new folder for validator. Next we will have the birthday validator. It extends the validator of Flarum. Abstract validator from Flarum. It has a rules array, and here we say that birthday should be a regex. It's required, and no, actually it's nullable, and it's a regex, and the regex will be, so it will be 2 numbers dash 2 numbers and optional dash 4 numbers, like this. In case I will show you a nice tool that I use. So it's called regexpal, and it allows you to check your regular expressions. So this is what I just wrote, and so I want this to match. So it tells me that it matches. This doesn't match. This doesn't match. This matches. This doesn't match. This matches. So this way we can easily check. We can also put a lot of things on different lines, and we can see. Yeah, we need to. If I want to check each line separately, so here we can check that the format is valid and also what we don't want. So for example, we don't want 11-2000, we want 0101-2000. So this is an easy way to check if the regex does what you want before going inside of the code and having issues debugging it. So the regex seems to be fine. And yeah, so we put it here. So this is the rule for the birthday. It can be null if you want to remove your birthday, or it can be the regex like this. Next we will create validator. We will create the validator from the container. Here I will we'll put the type so that PHP Storm knows what it is. And then I will do validator assert valid, and here I will pass the value. Like this. So now it should refuse what we did. So the format is invalid. Let's see what happens if I change again and try to save. The birthday format is invalid. Perfect. So now we will format it correctly in JavaScript before sending it. Actually, we will build the options including the 0. So the default option will be 0, 1 for each one. And here we will build the options. So I can build it to 1, so I can build it here. I will build it inside of here. So we will have the day options, and we will have the months options. Yeah, but actually, yeah, is it necessary to generate it? I mean, months option will actually be hard-coded because I need to put the name of each month. So here I will hard-code it. Yeah, but it's not ideal either. I will get the name of the month programmatically. So I will take it from moment. So Flarum is using moment to format the date. So I should be able to get the date as the month as a string from here. And if a language pack already translated a moment, then I don't have, then it will already be translated. But I don't know if I can just get the months. I think I will have to build I will have to build a date, then ask for the months. So we want this, and I have to build the date. Yeah, so let's do it like this. So the days will go to 31. Oh yeah, there is something else we need to check. Yeah, okay, I will do this later. So we make a loop to create the days, then we will have the day will be created like this, and we need to only take the last how do we do this? Substring minus, I think we can do it like this. So I add the 0 in front and I take the last two numbers. I think it works like this. And so this is the value will be 0, 1, 0, 2, etc. But then it will be just 12, not 0, 12. And the label value will be just the number without a 0 in front. So let's do it like this. And for the months, we'll go from 1 to 12. Then the option will be the same thing. And the name will be, so we need to build the date in a moment. We will create it like this. Let's use the year 2000 dot format. Let's see if this does something. Then we will use day option here, and we will use month options here. Let's pray for this to work. Okay, let's go to the configure, birthday, and crap, it's not in the correct order. Oh no. And why is it top? Please at the bottom. Okay. We are in deep trouble. No, I mean, we will just add the 0 so that it is in the correct order. Because 1 is below 31, yeah. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so we need the 0 in here as well, I guess, for the moment. So what we will do, so I will save the... So I will save the day with 0 and put it both as the key and the value, and then I will do the same thing for the month and put it as the key and use it inside of the date. Let's see how it goes. Still invalid. Hey, it's still not the correct order. What the hell? I think we will need to build the dropdowns ourselves because Flarum has some interesting idea on how to order things. And let's see why doesn't the date work. So if I take this, put it here, if I put 01, invalid date. Yeah, this is fun. Maybe I cannot call. Yeah, this is not a valid format. What is a valid format? Moment. String. Oh yeah, I'm not. Oh yeah, I'm not in the correct order at all. I'm not in the international order. Same problem with the API. So here, let's build this in the international way. So year, month, day, and use 01. Let's see how this works. I'm pretty sure Flarum will put the days. Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad, but why does it jump in the middle? This is very odd. It's not like it's out of order. It's just that it doesn't start at the beginning. Why does it choose to start with October? Same here, it's in the correct order, but it does not start at 1. I will need to go inside of the Flarum code to see what happens. Yeah, we will have to build this manually because it will be hell otherwise. Yeah. Let's just check if we have the correct format for our thing. Save birthday. No, still invalid. What was sent? Okay, this looks like a valid format according to what we did. Let's check in the regex. Yeah, it works. Yeah, so it's not happy. Why is it not happy? So this should be a valid format. Let's go to PHP. Regex. Maybe I have to escape something. If I use validation, how do we use the special classes? Validator? No. How does Laravel does this? So yeah, everything changed. Validation. Regex. Where is Yeah, I probably need the slashes. Oh, let's put a delimiter. Okay. Is it better like this? Oh yeah, it's happy now. Okay, so this is now valid, and if I edit the request and put something invalid, will it error? Why does it take so long? Okay, nothing is happening. Why is nothing? Okay, so we will try from the front end. So now I'm trying to intentionally put something wrong so that I can check if my regex is working correctly. So let's send a new thing, refresh. So I broke the front end manually so that I send something. Yeah, now it's invalid. Okay, so seems to work. So let's go back to the valid code. Okay. Yeah, we need to switch the order because it's not international at all. So I put day, month, year, but actually I wanted to have year, month, day. And if we don't have a year, then it will be just month, day. So I fix the regex. I can actually update the regex in regexpal. So now this is a new regex, so now it needs to be something like this. Yeah. Well, then we can change in the front end. So here we will do just the opposite. First we send the year, then the month, then the day, and we put the dash after the year, like this. So now we have the new format. And yeah, we will probably also need, yeah, no, yeah. I was thinking, do we need to switch the fields? But the fields are less confusing because we use the name of the month so that Americans will not be confused. Because yeah, if I put just numbers and 2 rows of numbers, Americans will put month day, and everyone else will probably put day, month. And yeah, it might lead to some confusion. But this way, I think whatever order I use, it will not be too confusing. Okay, so now we save the date. Let's see in the database, do we have the new format? Yes, we have the new format. Okay, perfect. So we now have something mostly working. Users cannot remove the birthday right now. It's not easy to remove it yourself. You can remove it via the API, but you cannot remove it from the UI, so we'll add this. And yeah, then we will add some settings and make it so that the birthday appears on the user profile. We will make a short break, so I'm trying this time. Let me know if you want it or not next time. We'll just do 5 minutes of break and I will be back, and so you have time to go to the toilet or something if you want. And I will read your question when I come back. So see you in 5 minutes. I will find my splendid break thing. So yeah, see you in 5 minutes. And I'm back. So let's resume. So we have finished creating the modal. We can edit the birthday of a user, but actually anyone can edit the birthday of any user right now. Even guests can go to the yeah, I have to enable first I have to enable so that guest can see the profile. Let everyone see the profiles. And now actually even guests can go to someone and just put a birthday and it works. So yeah, we will make it so that people can only edit their own birthday, and we will also make it so that admins can edit anyone's birthday. So to do this, we need a permission. So this is what I commented here. But actually we need a permission a bit more complex than last time, because so this is a way you can check if someone has a permission globally. So does the actor has this permission? But we need something a bit more advanced, because if the user is trying to edit themselves, then they need to have the permission automatically. So we cannot just check if they have a global permission. We need to add some logic, and to do this we use a policy. I think is it called a policy in Flarum? So we will check. We'll check an extension that does something like this. So I will go to my favorite Mason extension, and we will have a look at PHP. Yeah, so yeah, it's a policy, but it was put inside of the access. Yeah, I don't know why we called it access, but yeah, I will call it policy, and we will create a policy. Do we say policy or policy? I don't know. Maybe we don't even say any of these. So the policies allows us to define more advanced logic to say, is someone allowed to do something? So we will check. We should have here the logic where someone can edit their own thing. Yeah, here you can see if, in this case, if the actor has the permission edit own fields and is the person, the actor is the owner of the discussion in this case, we let him edit. So we will do something like this, but we don't even need any permission. We just need to let them do it if they are the same person. So we will create a policy for the user model. So let's create a new folder. Policies. Here we will have the user policy. This one will extend the abstract policy of Flarum, and we will add a new, we can use any name we want for the permission. So this one will be called, here we used update, or we can be edit. So let's call this one edit birthday, and it always takes the actor and the subject. And in this case, the subject is a user as well. So something like this. Let's use the correct name. So something like this. Import the user, remove the comments. And here we have a basic policy. So we say, who can this actor edit this user? No. So we will improve this later. To call this policy, we have to modify the call. So save user attribute. Here we check, can this actor do this, so edit birthday, on a certain user? And here we have to pass the user, and the user is inside of the event. So can actor edit birthday of user? And this will call the method on the policy to check what we can do. Next, we need to register the policy, and this we will just check how it was done in Mason. We have a few ways to do it. Oh no, we can pass it directly. Yeah, it was improved. So I can just, actually policy is an extender, I think. No, it's called subscribe. Oh, policies is an extender in Mason, yeah. And inside of here we have policies. and this one subscribes the policy. So yes, the policies are a listener. Yeah, so we will do the same thing. We'll create a new extender. This one will be just called policies, and it will just register a single policy. So yeah, it's a lot of code for not a lot of things sometimes, but yeah. So this will register the user policy, and then we add the extender to extend.php. So new policies, this. Let's see, yeah, so we should not have the permission because we said that everyone doesn't have the permission. Let's try to edit. Oops, something went wrong. So what went wrong? Class name must be a valid object of string. Yeah, I missed something. The policy needs a mod. Is it model? I will copy this from the extension. I forgot to copy. Forgot to copy. Yeah, we have to put a model. So model, and model is user. So this is used. No, this is not the correct place. We need to go inside of the policy and add it here. So this, because yeah, this tells Flarum. So here it tells register the policy, and when the policy is registered, it looks for the user here. It looks for the model to know which model is mapped to this policy. And then it can edit, it can run the policy when we call it. Let's try again. Save. You do not have permission. If I put true, then everyone will have permission. Yeah, I have permission. Now we want some more advanced logic. So the basic logic will be, is actor ID the same as user ID? So if the actor is the user, then we have permission. Otherwise, we do not. Let's try. So I can edit myself. Then I go back to private browsing where I'm a guest. Can I edit? No, I cannot. I do not have permission. Yes. And now, if I go to user as an admin, I'm not allowed to edit it because an admin does not automatically have all the permission. The extension developer has to make a check. So here we could check, is actor an admin, for example? And this way, it means the admin can do it, but here the guest can still not do it. So this is an easy way if you just want to do a simple check and not add a permission setting in the admin. But here we will do the proper way. We will add a permission to the admin dashboard so that the admin can customize and maybe let moderators edit the birthdays as well. So we will just copy what we did in which one is still open. So we will go back to poke. I think poke is very simple. We will just copy the admin JavaScript. And yeah, we just copy this. Go to the JavaScript. Yeah, maybe not copy everything. Moderate, yeah. Copy the imports like this. Rename the button key inside of the item list. Put the correct icon. First the icon. Then the button will be admin permission. Just edit. The permission will be called birthday.edit So we will be a bit more specific and we will call it edit anyone. And this will be the name of the translation as well. So the permission, yeah, edit anyone. And let's translate it. So admin permissions, edit anyone, edit anyone's birthday. Is it anyone's birthday? I think it's correct. Let me know if I'm wrong with the English text. So let's see, do we have the permission now? Let's go to permission, yes it is. And we have the new permission, edit anyone's birthday. So here, now we can customize who can edit the birthdays, anyone's birthday. And now we need to take this one into account in the policy. So now we'll just check, can the actor can, and here we will put the, we can also use has. Yeah, both should work. So we can check, does the user has the permission that we just created? So edit anyone. So by default, admins will always have, when we call has permission, you can see that if it is an admin, then it has the permission automatically. Otherwise, it will check if it will get the permission for the user and check if the permission is granted to the user. So this way, people can edit themselves. I will put it first because it will be the most common thing. So can actor edit, they can always edit themselves, but if it's an or here, so they can always edit themselves, but if it's not the case, then it checks, does the user has this permission, and then it lets them edit. So this way you can let moderators have this permission and they can edit as well. Now we want to do like in the other extension, we want to hide the button if we are not allowed to edit. So for this, we will create a new extender. This one will be called Flarum attributes, and we'll just again copy from where it is, poke. So poke has this as well. Yeah, it's a bit repetitive because it's always you often have to do this. So Flarum attributes. I copy this. I put it here. This part. Remove this part. Flarum attributes, listen to serializing, and here we will add so birthday can edit, and I have not done it correctly actually, because now last time we had a global permission, can we poke other users? But this time it's specific to each user because it is can I edit this user, not can I edit any user. So we actually have to know for each user, can we edit that user? So actually we'll change this. It will not be Flarum attributes that we use. It will be user attributes. So we will add a new attribute to each user. So here we need to listen. Yeah, it's still the same, but here we need to listen to user serializer. And to the user serializer, we'll add can we edit, and here we will check for can edit birthday. This is a new permission we added in the policy. And here we will pass the model, and the model is event model. So event model is of kind user in this case, because we are in the user serializer. So then it will check for the policy, check if the user policy has an edit birthday permission, then check this permission. Then it will run this code, and if it is a user, it will be true, and otherwise it will check if the actor is allowed to edit this user, and put it inside a new attribute on the user. So we can register the extender. So new user attributes. And if I go to a user profile now, first I will not see anything, but if I go to a profile, it should load. Maybe not because it has all of the data. Okay, here there is a query for the user number one, and we should see a new attribute somewhere. Birthday can edit too. So the attribute is now part of the user attributes, and we can read it from the extension. So when we add the button, we can add a check if user. We can get the attribute from the user, so it's called Clark birthday and can edit. So we only show the button if we have the permission to edit. So let's check what happens. Let's go to myself. I can edit. Let's go to another user. I am admin, so I should be able to edit. Yes, so far it's still the same. Let's go to the private browsing. The button has disappeared. Now let's go to the user. It's a normal user. And yeah, I cannot do anything because I did not validate the account. Let me just do this. Can check. So please activate your account. So this is a link. Yeah, it expired. So let's send a new one. Okay, so it's the account is now valid. So now we can edit our own birthday, but can we edit the admin birthday? We should not be able to. Yeah, we cannot. So we have now the check in both sides. We have it in the backend. This is where it's actually important because it will check for everyone, including those that make API call. And then just for the front end, we hide the button if we are not allowed. But again, keep in mind, this is not a protection. Hiding the button, if you did not protect the API request, hiding the button it will not prevent malicious people from hitting the API and doing the thing it can do. So yeah. But time flies by. I will maybe not be able to make everything we listed here. What did we do? No Okay. Now we should have the sound back. Are you still with me? I forget every time I restart my PC, it takes another input instead of my mic. I think you have the sound. I will check again on my phone. Is there sound? Yes, it's back. Fantastic. Okay, so I will close the stream on my phone. Okay, let's go back to it. So this is not the end of technical difficulties apparently. We'll see if it goes better next week. Let's continue. So now we had every permission was working. We can edit. The button only appears for people who are allowed to edit. So yeah, everything about saving the information is ready. There was just missing one thing. Yeah, it was the ability to remove your birthday. So we will make this. How will we make this? So we will change the selector so that you can put nothing. So how will we do this? We will add a new option. The default option will be call it none, and let's call it choose for now. We'll make it translatable. So call it choose. Let's go to the settings. This one will be choose, and so we put it inside of the day and month. Yeah, and then we can put none. And here we will do some customization. So let birthday equals null. So by default birthday will be null, and if month and day are different from none, we will make birthday equals this month dash day, and if we have the year different from unspecified, we will make birthday equals this plus the value of birthday. This way, I think we can edit everything, and now we can just put birthday here. So it will send an attribute called birthday with the value of birthday. So if you don't know this syntax, it's the same as doing this. In ES6, I think, in the latest JavaScript revision, you can, if you have the same name here and here, you can just do like this, and it will take the variable and pass it as the key of the object that has the same name as the variable. So this should let us put null. So it might not be the most user-friendly thing, but yeah, so if you only choose the day and save, yeah, it's not obvious, but here it will send null. So if you just put a day, it should send null. Yeah. And does it work? Does it remove? Okay, I think I have to connect again to phpMyAdmin. Let me do this in my other tab. Let's go back to beta 10. Yeah, okay. So I'm back to beta 10. It did not save the null value. Oh no, I'm on user, so it did save. So if I put a month, then it's no longer null, and it should have saved. Loading again, so yeah, it saved the date, and if I put any of them to choose, where is choose? It's I don't know what's happening. So if I put choose, then it sent null again, and it's not working. It sent null. There was no error, but it's not back to null. So there is something more to do about the null value. It's possible that null is removed from the API. It's not good, but so in this case, what I can do is to what am I doing? Instead of sending null, I can send an empty string. And in the controller, I can cast. So I can call burst. I can put the value inside of a variable, and if birthday is empty, so it can be any kind of empty, it can be null, it can be an empty string or anything, then we set it to null. And then we check, we pass the validator with a new value. And we set the value here. So this way, I think an empty value should be preserved. So let's keep it. Oh yeah, it still does not recall the value. So let's put choose. We send. It sent an empty string, still no error. And did it save value back to null? Yes. Okay, so we will keep it like this. Now, let's continue. We need to recall the value. So we need the value here to reflect what is the current birthday of the user. And to do this, first we need to return the birthday from the backend to the front end. So we will use the user attributes again. And here we will check if you can see the birthday, because we will let the user choose a few things. Maybe we will not have the time to implement everything because we are running low on time, but let's do this anyway. So in the policy, we'll create a new policy. This one is called see birthday, and it's about who can see the birthday. And for now, we will make it so that only users can see their own birthdays. And how it will work is that here we will check if the user can see the birthday, and here, if we can see the birthday, we will add a new attribute which is just called birthday, and the value will be the value of the column. So and it was birthday. So if we are allowed to see the birthday, we add the value from the database to the serializer. So this way it's returned to the front end. And yeah, I think it should work. So now the value is returned, and we will use it here. So instead of none, we will take the user. Okay, we need to make some more things. We need to match, because the date is will be in a string. So here we will so this dot user dot attribute. Here we will read this attribute. So the user might not have anything. It might be null. So So we put it inside a variable, then we check if birthday contains something, then we can do birthday dot I never know how to call. I think we need to define the regex. I will take the same regex that we used in the validator. So let's use this. Here we will put everything in parentheses so that we can catch them. Like this. Yeah, actually we can even I can remove a parenthesis because I could make a non-matching parenthesis, or I can just put two. Yeah, because the format here, it will always come in a valid format, so I could even split. But then I need to check if it contains 4 or only 2 in the first one. So I use a regex, but it's not really to check the format, it's just to match it and easily take the 3 different things. And here we do the exec. I think it's like this. We exec on birthday and we store the result. I think it's like this. Exec. Exec. Returns. How does this? Yeah, I think it will contain 0 will be everything, and then we'll have 1, 2, 3. So yeah, so here we will put the default values, and here we will put the values coming from birthday, and it will be matches 1, matches 2, and matches 3. It's not correct actually because it's the opposite, so we will put everything in the other order to not get too confused. So year, month, day. Year is 1, month is 2, day is 3. The year might not exist, so we will only if we match something in one, we will read the year like this. And we will also switch. Do we need to switch somewhere else? Yes, here I will put months first so that everything is in the same order. Like this. So let's check. Does it load? Can I see the birthday? So I have no birthday. Is it possible? So does user has a birthday? No. Let's put a birthday. Save. Let's refresh. Let's go to configure and still nothing. Let's check, is it in the database? Yes, it's in the database, so it's not working. So let's check. Is there a birthday? I log the value. There is nothing because did I start the watch? Yes. Why is there no log? Oh, okay, I had to open the modal, so it's undefined. Yeah, this might not be what we want. Attribute. Is there another spelling mistake? Let's log the user. Open the modal, check the user. Attributes. I have the candidate, but I don't have the... Oh, because, yeah, of course. Yeah, because the C... Yeah, in the policy, I only allow the current user to see his birthday. So if I go to admin, it should work. Okay, so I see something and I hope it's the correct value. Let's see what 19, 11, 1, 1, 11. So it works for admin. So I will just change the policy. So I will say for now that who can see the birthday. I will return the same thing as edit. So anyone who can edit can see. This way it's easier for now because it means anyone who needs to be able to edit needs to be able to see the current value, because otherwise it's a bit complicated. And if I go back to user, now it should work. Yeah, I can see the date. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, we are getting close to 2 hours. Yeah, we are on 2 hours. I will do just a bit more just so that it's functional. We will put some more years just so that it's actually useful, and we will just put the birthday on the user profile and it will be the end, I guess. I will not have time to do more. How do I want to? Yeah, I want to put the years now, so we will remove the log. So we'll do the same thing here. We copy months. It will be year options. One will be unspecified. By the way, we need to translate it so that it's actually useful. Let's say that it's optional inside of the field itself, so that people know they don't need to give you the year. And here we will put year, and it will be simple. So we will go. This is always something, yeah. Ideally, if we use the browser picker, we don't have to worry about any issue about dates, because here we get in a lot of trouble, because now what dates do we offer? We cannot we could put a text field and let the user put the date. It might be better, but here I started with the select, so I will finish with that. But yeah, it will be very confusing, because yeah, I will hard code it, so it will go up to 2019, but of course it will not update in later years. No, let's do this properly. So it will go to the current date year. Yeah, okay, let's do it like this. So it will go from 90 from 1900 to whatever the current year is. Let's see how this works. Yeah, I need to use the options. Now we will have a problem because I chose one that will not be available. Yeah, so let's put something, save. 5. And is it in the correct order? It is! It's amazing. I wanted this one to be at the top, but yeah. Okay, so if I go back to nothing, if I, I need to use choose. So if I go back to no birthday, yeah. Okay, it says unspecified, optional. Here I can choose a date, save. If I go back, yeah, again, it's unspecified. Okay, so like this. Next, we just want to show it here. Yeah, how do we do this? Do we show it to everyone? Yeah, I think we will just show the birthday to everyone. So yeah, if we do that, then we don't need the permission at all. Yeah, I will not have the time to do a lot of things. I wanted to maybe add a check so that you can choose if guest can see it, but it will just be another column. Yeah, it will take too much time to do it now. So let's just cancel the see birthday permission. Let's let anyone see the birthday. So we remove the check to see who can see the birthday. We put the birthday here so that anyone can see it. If you put a birthday, it will be visible publicly. And then we will just extend the user card like we did in Poke. So let's go back to Poke. Let's see how long it takes to first show the thing, and maybe we add the check for guests. But yeah, it's not a big protection like this. How do I what am I looking for? Yeah, I'm getting tired. User card, so we copy this. Yeah, it will be finished soon. So info items, we add yeah, let's make it so that we can actually implement the C. So let's keep C birthday. Then we can yeah, we keep it like this. We keep let's keep the policy. Yeah, let's keep it. It was already there, so we can keep it like this. So then when we add it on the user profile, we can check where is the user. So this.props.user, here we can check, does it, we could add a new attribute and it will be can see, and we can check if we can see. But actually, if we can see, we see the birthday itself, so we can just check if there is a birthday attribute. So like this. So we just check if this user has a birthday, so it means we can see it if there is one. Then we will add a new item, birthday. So there will not be a button, just an item. This is not needed. Yeah, so if there is a birthday, we will add a new span. Here we will put an icon. We will put the FIS birthday cake icon. I think it's like this. Then we will put the birthday. So first let's put it without formatting, like this. Let's see if this is valid. I need to import icons. So icon is a helper function from Flarum. Refresh. Something is not a function. What is not a function? We might never know. Let's go to the source code. Hop. What is not a function? Yeah, I probably did not. Yeah, helpers might be plural. Yeah, the error messages are not very good when you import something that does not exist. Oh yeah, did I write it wrong? Yeah, FA birthday cake, I think. Let's see, is it here? Yeah, we have the birthday cake. Okay, so we have the birthday is here, but it's not very nicely formatted. Remove the, what do you say? Remove the A before the birthday. Yeah, the S you mean? Yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. I'm like 10 seconds ahead, so yeah, I already did it. Thanks. So we see the birthday now. I just want to format it so that it looks something like a date. So yeah, this could also become a setting in a better extension. So the date. So how do I do this? So it will be date.format. So what I will do, I will build the date. I can just check the length. So if okay, so let's store the string of the birthday inside a variable so it's easier to read it. So then we create we have a date, and the date will be a moment. So there will be the date that will be a moment object, and then format will be the format for the output of the object. Format we will take from moment. So display we will put we will use mo. This is a what? Okay, DOMMM, we will use that. So DOMMM. Then we check if birthday is 10 long, it means we have the year. So if we have the year, then we add the year to the formatting, and date equals moment, and we just read the birthday. And if it's not the case, it means we don't have the year. So in this case, we create a moment object, but we have to add a year so that it can be parsed. So we put 2000, and the format, we do not change it. So here we put a date, just so that the date can be read by moment, but the formatting for that date will not include the year, so we will never see the year, like this. And so it should format. Let's see what happened. 29th April. Is it the date that we put? Yeah, 29th April. Of course, you can put dates that do not exist, and it might break a bit right now, but I think the month is correct, April. Okay, it works. December. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, and right now, yeah, we will make a permission. Yeah, let's quickly make a permission for who can see the birthday, but it will be an admin permission because I don't have time to make it a user permission. So let's just add a new permission. Let's do again like in Spoke. Where is Spoke again? Admin. So we make a reply. Let's make a reply item. So it will be birthday.c. So like this. This one is called C. This way admins can at least choose who can see the birthday. So this one is called C. So who can see birthdays? And in the policy, we will show you, so you can see the birthday if you can edit the birthday, or you can see it if you have the C permission. This way, so a guest should not, already before, guest will not be able to see it like this. So if I go to the profile as oh, it's not open anymore, so yeah, I have to open it again. So if I go to the forum, now I'm a guest, I don't see the birthday. If I change the permission in the admin, so see birthdays, maybe I can put it inside of red, so read. So let's move it. Yeah, it's not this one, it's called view, I think. Yeah, it's more logical. So only admins can see birthday by default. If I put members, I should allow guests. So allow. Okay, so if I put users, so it means guest cannot see it, but if I log in, I should be able to see. So I can see my own. So this is expected. And I can see admin. Yes, of course I can see them. So, and if I log out, I cannot see them. But if I allow everyone to see birthdays, then anyone can see birthdays. And let's change so that we put a year. So if I put the year, now I see the year here, and I probably see it here as well. Okay, I think a space is missing. Space is missing somewhere. Yes, here we miss a space between the months and year. So now we have something that looks like something that you could actually use. Okay, so we did not have time to implement all of the nice thing I wanted to do. Maybe I'll see if I do this, if I do it next time, or if we have another idea in the meantime. So yeah, the extension I think is ready. You can still break it if you, yeah. If you put the 31 February, the regex will accept it, no problem, but I think, yeah, it will, Moment will not be happy when you check it. The problem, of course, is that if you don't provide if you provide the year, we could add a check in the backend. So we check if this day exists this year. But if you don't say the year, then February is still a problem because you can put 29th February, and if you don't say the year, we cannot block it. Yeah, in this case, we could just check. Yeah, 2000 is a, how is it in English? In French, it's bisextile. Is 1 year when you go to 29. So if we use a year that goes to 29 everywhere, we can check it. The problem is the policy. How can we validate? It's easy if we require the year, because then we can use the date validator. But we cannot use the date validator here, because if we don't have the year, then it does not work. So I will add it now, because I don't want to release an extension that's not really, that has this kind of problem. So we will do some manual stuff. So how do we do this? So here we validate that the birthday is okay. But how will I check this? So yeah, you might still be able to go around. No, so we will do the same thing. So if we have a birthday, so if it's not null, we will do an additional check to see if the date exists, is valid. Then if there is 10 now if there is not 10, if there is not 10 things in the string, then it means we don't have the year. So check date will be birthday, but if the birthday does not have 10 numbers, then check date will be 2000 with check date. So it means it becomes a full date. Then we check, we will read the date with carbon. And I think there will be an error. Let's check. So if I try to save a birthday that's not valid like this, no, there is no error. So let's do some var dump of the check. Let's see what. Oh no, I did not have to refresh. Okay, let's. No. 31. Oops, something went wrong. Yes, but this is what we wanted. Let's see what was dumped. So date. What? Oh, okay. So carbon is a lot more friendly, because if you give 31 February, it goes to March 2. So let's check. How can we check for invalid date? How can we check? Nesbot carbon instantiation. How can we check if the date exists? Oh, this is. Oh. Do we check if the. No. No, it's not this. Check. What? Or maybe I can use PHP methods. Yeah, I think PHP is very nice with dates. I think it might be PHP that does the shift to the next month. Yeah, it's not easy to check if we do this. So I will have to do it manually. So I will check, does the resulting month equals the origin month? Yeah, but now I cannot. Okay, so what I can do is, yeah, I can just get it back and check if it equals the check date. And if it does not equal the check date, yeah, because it will change. So if I format it back, I will have the next month and the day in the next month. So if I check that it's different, here I should be able to show a new validation exception. Here I can send my error. Here I can use my custom translation. Let's do this next. So first let's hardcode. Let's just put something wrong date. Let's see what happens. Wrong date. Okay. 30. Wrong date. 29, 28. Wrong date. Okay, everything is wrong. So let's dump these things. So can I just do this? I think I can. What the hell? It's confusing because the moment the JS does not use the same formatting as PHP. I think it's not correct. I think it's like this. YMD. Yes, it's D minuscule D and minuscule M. Yes, okay, so this is the correct format. Okay, let's see, does it work now? So save. Oh, okay, it's fine. Fine. It's not fine. Okay, so if we use, did I choose a date that's, no, 29th February 2006? This does not exist, does it? No, how can I check this easily? No, I have to open the calendar. So, yeah, that would be a lot of, if I just go, yeah, so this year we had no 29, so if I go to 29, oh, okay, so it works here. So 2016 was B16? Oh, yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Okay, so any other date here. So this is a wrong date, but if it is in 2016, it's an okay date. And if I don't specify the year, it should accept 29 because it uses 2000 to check. So 2000 is B16, but it should still not accept another thing. And if I go to February 31st, any year, it should not work. Yeah, but if I go 30, what? Oh, I'm again in February. No, let's go to April. Oh, I'm so bad with the calendar. April is okay. April 31 should not be okay in any year. Okay, I think we have something that only accepts potentially valid dates. Yeah. The only case left is that, of course, if you put 20, if you put February 29 and unspecified, then we cannot check that there is a 29 in the year you are born because we don't know which year it is, but we accept 29 because it can exist. Perfect. Now we just need to customize the message. To do this, we need to get the translator. The translator from Flarum. Translator, then we take translator. Is it like this? Yeah, it's like this. We give some type hinting to PHP Storm. Then we do use trans, and here we put the same prefix as other things. And there is also a, so forum is for the JavaScript forum, admin is for the JavaScript admin, and there is one for backend. I don't remember if it's API or so which extension has this. Yeah, I guess Flarum itself has it. So let's go to Flarum. Let's go to English. Where is English? And let's see. So we have core. We have a lot of things. So admin, forum, and lib is for shared things. Views is for things that are in views. API, email. Yeah, I think we will use API. Yeah, it's not, you can, I think you can use other namespaces. You can invent your own if you want. But yeah, this is better for if translators will use your will translate your extension, it's maybe best if you are a bit consistent. So it will be called what was it here? It was directly invalid. Yeah. So birthday, and it will be invalid date. So let's just put this inside of the translation. So API invalid date. So the date is invalid. So now we should get this error when we try to put a day that does not exist. The date is invalid, yeah, and with another day, we can put it. Okay. I hope you have been able to follow. I see that we still have 2 people watching. Yay. I will, so we still have the problem that the order of the things is completely messed up. So choose is in the middle, then there is 1, 2, 3, and then it starts again at the top. I have no idea why it does this. It's probably a problem with Flarum itself. Or it is something to do with the order of properties inside of objects, because an object is used to send this. So I really don't know why it happens, but we will leave it like this for now. But yeah, it's not in a state that you can really publish like this, because it's messy. The years are okay, but yeah. Okay, so I will end the stream now. I will publish this to GitHub just now after the end of the stream, so that you can check out the code. I will add the link in the description of this video. I think I forgot to put the link in the last video to GitHub, so I will do this as well. And yeah, so we have finished extension. I was not able to do everything I wanted, but yeah. So I hope it was useful to you. Yeah, this will be it. Let me plug a few things now. So I will try to get back a bit more active on Twitter. So if you want to know the time where I stream, I post it on the forum, but I also post it on. I try to post it on Twitter, and maybe I will tweet a few other things about Flarum. Yeah, but it's mostly me ranting about things and publishing links to my videos. And sometimes you might see some things in French because, of course, yeah, I speak French, as you might have obviously guessed with my accent and the fact that every window is in French on my computer. Yeah. And yeah, if you like this kind of videos, you can check out my Patreon. We still have the basic tiers. I will update them as we go if we find new ideas and if we get new people. But yeah, you can join here, support me, and you can give me some suggestion and chat with me directly on Patreon if you want to discuss extension ideas and what we can do in the next stream and in the next videos that might not be live streams. Okay, so is there any last question? I think not. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If it is the evening for you as well, have a good night. Otherwise, good day, and I see you next week. Bye.